back again with another video. Friday night. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. Yeah. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you choose to spend a few minutes with me. And I appreciate that. You know, time is very precious. Can't get the time back. So you got to live your life like it's the last day. Because you never know. One day you're here, the next day you're gone. So share this video with anybody. Positive side of dark. What's up, man? Well, you might be a woman. You never know. Positive side. Yo! What's going on? You can't talk relationships without talking about the money. How money plays a huge part in relationships in this capitalistic society that we live in today. I'm talking about the money, man. I'm talking about how the money can make a huge difference in how you go about your business in this society that we live in. Especially if you live in a Western society. There's really no way around it, really. No way around it, man. Money has women's name on it. Yeah, a lot of women, money is their power. That's their security. So women see money different than we do. That makes them feel safe. And that can be a problem because a lot of women get used and they get exploited with that mindset. So, it just depends on the person's intent behind the money. Because money's neutral. Just a tool. But see, I've learned over the years that, let's say if you wasn't born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you don't come from a family that had it, that created opportunities for you. I didn't come from that family. So the next move is you got to develop skills. That's the next move. And you need a skill with high value that you can eventually make a lot of money. It doesn't have to be fast money, which is kind of never really happens. Any legal, I'm talking legal shit here, not no street shit, legal shit. It's not. It's not. There's no such thing as really fast money. Anything legal. Really, there's no overnight success. Yeah, some people hit a quick lick, but that shit really don't last long, based on my experience. And I've met a lot of people in my lifetime, rich, well off, poor, broke, and everything else in between. I haven't met no billionaires yet, but I've met millionaires, no billionaires yet, but there's no overnight success. None. I haven't heard anybody saying overnight success is 10 years plus. The average man or woman that I've met, you know. But the reason why this makes such a big difference because if you don't have skills, they'll take advantage of you in most cases. They'll start to treat you different. I mean, like if you lose your job and you have no skills, what would you do? How long would you be able to go without money? Can you even generate money outside of work? This is what I'm talking about. If you have no skills, you're in trouble. And this, I didn't get to be this way overnight. This you know, it's like right now you can drop me off anywhere in the world. I'll figure it out. As long as I know how to speak the language, I'll figure it out. That's the position you want to get to. Because if not, people tend to, people with no good morals, they'll treat you a certain type of way once they find out that your skills is not up to par with theirs, or they might be looking for somebody to do some shit for them. So they'll kind of like, just like here in America, for example, if you go to some conference or some event or just somewhere in your social life, most people are so awful. Let me tell you what a lot of people do this. I'm not going to say most people, but a lot of people will do this. They'll ask you what you do first. They'll ask you your name, ask you what you do. And then based on your response, that's how they're going to treat you. That's how awful a lot of people are. They'll treat you based on what you do. If you do anything. If you don't do anything worthwhile, at least in their mind, they'll start to treat you bad, or treat you or ignore you. I've seen this. That's how awful some people are. You should not. And I always thought that was kind of lame. You should not treat anybody based on what type of position they are in their job. Or I treat the janitor the same as I treat the executive. I treat the person that's putting sodas in the machine the same way as I would treat the person that's working in the office. But a lot of people are awful. They'll treat, if you're not in a certain position, you get treated this way or that way, which is corny. I always thought that was corny when a lot of people do that. But there's one thing about me that's different than a lot of people. I have pretty good social skills. I know how to draw a crowd. Like anybody that I meet, there's a 90% chance whatever they're doing, I can enhance it, make it better, help them make more money. Now, a lot of people don't have that skill set. It's taken me a long time to develop that. And see, I don't know what you do now, but you want to get to a point where you have so much confidence in yourself, regardless of what happens. You're going to be all right. You're going to figure it out. Regardless of how many people come in your life and leave for whatever reason. Some people come and go, and most of them are going to leave. But you want to get to a point where it doesn't matter if they leave. It doesn't matter, because you're going to figure it out. You might not have $10,000 in the bank or $5,000 in the bank or $2,000 in the bank, but you're going to figure it out because you understand human nature. That's where you want to get to. That's the point you want to get to. I understand people. I can anticipate what they're going to do before they do it in most cases. That's where you want to get to. You know? Cosmic warrior in the house. No one is empathetic enough to teach someone who needs skills as well. Yeah, a lot of people don't want to teach or share what they know. That's true. You're right about that. But there's a select few people that's willing to share the game. But they're not willing to share it with everybody. You gotta things take time. It takes time for some people to open up. It even takes time for me to open up. I don't tell everybody everything. I don't come on here on this platform and tell everything that I know. The stuff that I tell here, stuff that I share here, oh, this is like, it's not even half of what I've learned. It's some stuff that I've learned. I forgot that I learned it, man. I forgot. I mean, some stuff on my Patreon I share, but even over there, there's some stuff I forgot that I learned a long time ago. They'll find ways to capitalize off them. Yeah, people do try to capitalize off of certain things. My first boss was black, and while he is dead, I love him as if he was my father. Oh, that's cool. Kindest man treated me as well, and his laugh still lingers with me today. That's cool. God bless you, bro. Always a step ahead. Yeah, you gotta well, Florida 386. What's up, Walter? Smash the like button. Share this video. Yeah, people are always gonna. You have to. Most people that you meet, they're fighting for positioning. You know, in almost any and every interaction, they're trying to find an edge. You know, and plus, a lot of people live in these big cities. They're basically just making it. If they're doing okay, if all the bills are being paid, in most cases, they still don't have the support that they really need to thrive in these big cities. It's very expensive to live in these big cities, man. It really is. So most people they're not really in the right mindset in most cases because they don't have time to think about what they're doing. Most people are on autopilot out here. Most people are on autopilot. They're not really thinking about building nothing with somebody. They're trying to position themselves that way where they can try to take something or dominate you in such a way. This is the average man and woman out here. So you want to get to a position where you don't need them for anything. If they do something, be grateful. They look out for you, be grateful. But you don't want to be desperate or thirsty or you get exploited and that happens. Or you don't want to be in survival mode. That's not the that's not the best position to be in. People are mostly good if they can be. That's true. But when they're not, I try to understand why not. Most people survive in best they can. Yeah, most people are. I believe most people are doing the best that they can. I truly believe that. You know, Carly, where do you live at? Yeah, I believe that most people do the best they can with what they have and the position that they're in. I believe that. Nevada. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think most people do the best they can, man. Yeah, hey, how you doing? But that thing, but at the same time, a lot of people go about doing things that it's not the best way to go about doing it. And sometimes I try to understand and try to have empathy and compassion for people. But at the same time, I ain't about to be no victim. I ain't about to be no victim. And then if I get close to the person and I get a chance to talk to them, and I'll be like, "Hey, what's up with that?" I say, "Hey, we ain't doing that in here. We ain't doing that over here." So I check them. That's if I get a chance, and depending on how they respond, if I get a good response, in most cases, I'm able to work out the difference and see where they're coming from and see why they see things the way they see it, and on and on. Some people are messed up and have no empathy. Yep. Yeah. Some people are coming from a bad place. You know, some people raised differently. Some people made a bunch of bad decisions, and now they're kind of like on the rebound. And so, yeah, have to identify before you get hurt. Yeah, you have to do your best to identify to see who's who. Some more like hard to understand them. Uh, I don't try to understand most people. If you try to understand most people you meet, you run yourself crazy. Yeah, you run yourself crazy if you try to understand everybody. The best you can do is have empathy and compassion for them, and don't try not to take things so seriously. That's what I do, you know, because of most of the bad news we hear about people on the regular. Yeah, it's like, and it has to do with people's perception. How they see the world in this situation, how it pertains to them. And a lot of people can be very selfish too, because most of the bad news we hear. Man, my best friend moved to Florida for an outside life. His wife won't let him go fishing just because I'm single and got a new home built. Yeah, a lot of guys when they get with women, the women are a lot of women are control freaks. So, a lot of guys kind of submit to the women, you know, for various reasons. Sometimes it's for financial reasons that they might not have. So this is what I'm talking about. See, if you got your if you know, put it like this, if you know you could make if you knew you could make money when you had to make it, if you knew you could be self-sufficient, if you knew you could make money outside your job, even if you lost your job, that's a different mindset. That's a different mindset. If you know that you were so confident in yourself that regardless of what happened, I'll figure it out. I might not know how I'm going to do it, but if you just make the commitment first, you commit first, then you move forward and shit just come together. The right people show up. I don't know how this shit work, but this is what I know for a fact. I've done this. This happened many times. You move forward, you go outside your comfort zone, you take action, you take, you make the best choices that you can. And what usually happens is the right people show up and things come together like a puzzle. But then you look back and you be like, damn, you know what? I came a long way, but I still got a long way to go. But what most people do is they don't take action because they got to have all the answers in the beginning. And they don't know how they're going to do it, and they don't take action. But you don't have to know how you're going to do everything because no one knows how they're going to do everything in the beginning. You just have to get started. You just have to get started. Most people don't even get started. That's the problem. A lot of people feel like, oh, I'm scared. I'm scared, man. I'm like, yo, I'm scared all the time. I'm afraid all the time. Everybody's afraid. But I look at it like this. I'm afraid of what I might not do, or I'm afraid of having regrets when I get older. When I get older, I don't want to look back and I'd be like, oh man, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that, man. I'm afraid of that more than anything. I don't want to have any regrets. I don't want to look back and be like, man, I wish I would have done this. So, man, I live my life to the fullest. And a lot of people are going to disagree with some stuff that you're going to do. That comes along with the territory. People are going to disagree. You can't have them all. Everyone is not going to be supporting you, regardless of what you decide to do. It's going to be a small percentage of people. And right now, everybody that's listening to me right now, I can almost guarantee that the people that you have around you are not very supportive at all. They're not very nurturing, supportive. You might have 2 to 5 people, if that. And some people are so toxic around you. Some people you're going to have to cut bait and let them go. Walter, you paint cars at home. Oh, that's good, Walter. See, you can do something with that, Walter. There's money in that. There's a lot of money in painting cars. There's a lot of money in that. Yep, a lot of money in that, painting cars. That's a skill. You like an artist. Hey, my brother used to do that. My brother was an artist. He's paint anything. Paint pictures, paint cars. He did it all. Jack, what's up? Fear holds me back daily. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't let the fear hold you back. I mean, look, everybody's afraid. Everybody's afraid. Fear is a natural emotion. If you want to be the person that you can be, you're going to have to push through the fear. Sorry, I am female, but your stream rings true. Yeah, I mean, this stream is for men and women. Some of the stuff I say here, women can relate to this. I mean, it's some women they buy my books and read my books and read my blogs and everything. So it's not just the advice I give is not just for men. Just people in general. Anybody that want to develop themselves, become a better person. She make more money than him. He don't have no hidden money. Well, see, that's the problem. A lot of women, if you don't make more money than them, they start to look at you funny style. I don't think it's right, but it happens. Cutting ties is difficult. Yeah, cutting ties, it can be difficult. It can be, but it can also free. But you can free yourself. You're right about that. You don't necessarily have to cut them off completely. You just gotta spend less time around them, Carly. That's all. Because you can't cut everybody off. You can't cut your family off. But you can spend less time with them. That's all. You can just see them during the holidays. That's it. But you don't have to go over there to their house on a weekly basis. More people are willing to cut ties than build them. Yeah, that's true. Most people don't even think about building. Their mindset is taken. They're trying to take. They're not even thinking the building that. They're freebie seekers or takers. Most people, there's only two choices in their mindset. Is two choices: freebie seekers or takers. That's it. So when you meet most people, they trying to position themselves like, hey, how can I, want this person to see me in a certain type of way so I can, position myself and strike like a snake in the grass. Yeah. They're trying to be sneaky, man. Most people like that snake in the grass. 1 minute y'all cool, the next minute it pull a fast one, and then you be like, "Hey, what's up with that, yo?" And be like, "Oh man, I ain't mean to do it like that. Man." Then they'll be like, if it's a woman, they'll be like, "What's wrong? Why are you acting like this?" They'll play the victim role. If it's a woman, if it's a guy, they'll be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" They play dumb. That's most people's game. The average man and woman game is kind of like it's like that or somewhere in between. They're not thinking about teaming up to do or build anything in most cases. But there's always exception to the rule. But most people I meet, they're trying to extract, take quick and as fast as possible. And then a lot of people start talking like, I'm not getting anything out of this. You know, so you can, that whenever you hear that type of language, you already know that this person is on some other shit. I'm not getting anything out of this. I didn't sign up for this. You know, it's that type of talk, like that entitlement talk, like you're supposed to do something, or they're supposed to have something. You know, I didn't learn to play the game, and it hurt me on one hand, but I am better for it, if that makes sense. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, Carly, on that. You know, yeah, because see, when people say learn how to play the game, they're talking about, in most cases, whenever I hear that phrase, they're talking about fitting in. They want you to fit in. That's what they're talking about. They're not talking about strategy, because that's all game is. When I say game, I'm talking strategy, protocols, how to do something, how to go about making your life better without sacrificing yourself or taking advantage of anybody else. That's what I mean when I say game. When other people say play the game, they're talking about fitting in, backstabbing, cutthroating, and all this other sacrificing people and all that. That's something else. Every girl I hook up with think I'm supposed to paint their car. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of women look at it like, if they get involved with you, there's a lot of people, but a lot of women are like this. I ran into this. If they get involved with you, if they get close to you, especially if you happen to sleep with her, they kind of have that mentality like they shouldn't have to pay you because she gave up the cooch. So the cooch is payment. I ran into that. But I said, hey, no, I got to get paid. No, I got to get paid. No, the cooch is not payment. No. So you as the man, you have to stand up to that. You cannot accept that. A lot of guys do accept that though. That's the thing. But I never accepted that. Appreciate me for who I am is that so hard? I guess it is. Most people don't appreciate people. So that is hard for a lot of people. So the game begins because some of us are insecure, I think. Yep, that's exactly. Most people are insecure. Very insecure. So if they can't accept who they are, it's almost impossible for them to accept who you are. Make sense? You know? So, and this is why it takes you so long to get to know people. It takes a long time to get to know people. I'm talking the real person, not the representative. You got to get past all the trash, all the insecurities that people have before you get to the core of who this person is. And that take months, could take years. So now you got to be the friend, the psychologist, the doctor. You got to be everything to get to know people. Long term. God, you got to get past all these walls and all these barriers. You know, this is why it takes a long time to get to know people, because they don't have enough confidence in themselves to show who they are when you first meet them. It's like I hear a lot of people say, "Hey, it doesn't take that long to get to know people. It only took me 3 to 6 months." No, you don't. You don't know anything about this person, really. I've seen people perpetrate the fraud for years. For years. I mean, it's like it's really incredible how people do it. People have gotten good at presenting themselves in a certain way. It's kind of like being on stage. It's like a presentation, kind of like a play. If you ever been to a play, a live play, kind of like Broadway, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like people are good at putting on a presentation. I'm telling you. Women don't see their faults. They will say you control it. Most women, a lot of times it depends on who she met before she got to you. That's who she laid down with. That's pretty much, you got to get past all of that. All of that. And most women are not like guys when it comes to like I never met a woman that said I'm no good. I never met a woman that said I'm no good. Yeah, most women think that they're the bomb.com. Most women now, guys on the other hand, guys are not like that. A lot of guys will say, "Hey, I ain't shit," or whatever their whatever baggage they might have. A lot of guys will be honest, like, I have issues with this and that. But most women will not do that. And if you think about it, in this society, women really don't have to do that. They really don't have to do that. They can, they kind of get rewarded for for not doing that. It's no payoff for them to do stuff like that. So as a guy, you have to ask questions. You have to ask questions. A lot of questions. You have to ask the right questions. So you can't leave it up to women to tell you stuff. You have to ask, and you have to pay attention. It breaks my heart. I have plenty of faults. So Walter says, stay single. Yeah, you can do that. You can stay single. There's nothing wrong with being single. Baggage and skeleton. What you doing up late? Oh, what up, man? The island life in the house. Man, I went to sleep early, man. And I woke up about an hour ago. I went to sleep after I was done talking to you. Oh, do you tell if she's bi? You can, if you ever been around lesbian women, that's how you tell. That's how I can tell if a woman is gay or lesbian. I know other women that live that lifestyle, and there's certain things they look at women a certain type of way. They it's just little things. That's how I can tell. Or they might make comments. You know, that's how I can tell. And some women are just come on. Well, a lot of women won't tell you today. I don't know what's up with that, man. I don't know what's up with that, man. A lot of guys like that too. If you're gay or lesbian, man, tell the person, man. Don't be hiding stuff, man. That ain't cool, man. You can wait until 12 months later to tell me you a lesbian. Or probably years later. That shit ain't cool, man. I disagree with that. 100%. But you usually see people gonna show you who they are. They're gonna either tell you who they are or they're gonna show you who they are. If you give it time. You just gotta wait it out. They can't help it. If they don't tell you who they are, they're gonna show you who they are over time. Are you brilliant and too smart? Stop giving away our secrets, please. I'm not giving away too much, Carly. Certain women aren't gonna tell you. Yeah, a lot of women won't tell you. That's true. Some people are fake, empty lies, but it takes time to realize them. Yeah, a lot of women won't tell you, but you'll be able to tell if a woman. If you'll be able to. I can tell if a woman, if she's into women, because women don't get too close to other women, like you would think. That's usually a good sign. Women might hang out with each other. They'll hang out with each other, spend time with each other, but there's a fine line where it's like certain women, they're not gonna let you get too close to their man. Get too close to them. So, that's usually how that goes. Sometimes it can be a little confusing, but if you hang around, if you know other women that are lesbians, I got advice from a lesbian woman a long time ago. And I still know her to this day. So she can tell. She can tell within 5 minutes. Tell you if I ask. I'm in Atlanta. I'm in the Atlanta area. The ATL. Yeah. Go Phillies. Go Braves. Yeah, go Braves. Go Falcons. Go Falcons. Yeah, like this video. Everybody, like this video, share it. You grew up in Philly. Okay. I never been to Philly. Philly's probably a different town right about now. I haven't been up north too much. I've been to New York, Boston. That's it. I haven't been up north very much. I've been out down south, out west, but I haven't been up north. Only New York City and Boston. That's it. So you're in Vegas? Or what? Or where? Women are the biggest liars, dishonest animals on the planet, starting with the Bible. People have seen. Yeah, I think women are. I think the average. I think women are the best liars. I agree with that. Yeah, I've seen some women that work some magic. I'd be like, oh god, that's cold blooded, man. Between Vegas and Reno, okay. Yeah, we can tell you things that aren't true. G-spotted. Yeah, a lot of women have a way of saying things, and I'd be like, wait a minute. Is that really true? You know, it's like if somebody else says it, you'd be like, oh hell no, you bullshitting. But if a certain type of woman says it, you'd be like, you have to sit there and think about that. Huh. Things that make you go, like what? Come on, is that true? You know, it says it so, it's so believable. I'm like, is that true? Man, she got away with words, man. God damn, man. So yeah, man. It is what it is. And a lot of women feel like they have to be that way because of how things are set up in society. You know? So I can kind of understand where a lot of women are coming from. But I do believe that there's a better way though. There is a better way. But a lot of people, a lot of women, men and women, they don't know that there's a better way. They don't realize it. And then you got some people, they've been doing the same thing for so long, they're in too deep. So if they in too deep, and if you bring them a new idea, now they gotta go. They kind of gotta expose themselves or backtrack to do this new thing. The bad part, you figure it out too late. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's usually how most of the time, by the time you figure out most things about the other person, you're in too deep. It's like, man, you can't go back. Maybe you got a kid already. Maybe y'all live together. Maybe you married. So it's like you know this stuff now, but you didn't know it in the beginning. So now it's kind of like you have conflicting thoughts and ideas. Do you suck this up? You suck this up or get out? What? So yeah, that happens a lot with a lot of couples. I mean, you might find out something about somebody that you've been knowing for 5-10 years. You probably realize that this person had you living a lie for 10 years. And now y'all got kids, family. So what do? You find out it could be anything. Could be anything, man. Really. The thing to keep in mind is women are not perfect. Yeah, it can be tragic. The truth hurt, and the truth hurts sometimes. The thing to keep in mind, if you're a guy, the thing to keep in mind, women be doing shit. They're not perfect. They do shit. They be doing things that us guys, we don't want to do that shit, or we probably will never do it. But a lot of women, they would do it. This is why sometimes I try not to be so judgmental. Because I look at it like this. If I have to be judgmental with you, man or woman around me, if I have to be so judgmental, I'll just leave you alone and go about my business. If I have to be so judgmental, because it doesn't make any sense for me to stay around you if I'm going to continuously judge you. That's how I see it. So, that's what it is. We're at the end of the day, there's something wrong with everybody. And then some people are just crazy as cat shit. Some people are crazy as cat shit now. But at the end of the day, everybody's a work in progress. That's the whole point. Everyone's a work in progress. But we should always strive to be better. Be a better version of self. So that's a good way to end this video, man. I was so insecure and ruined a relationship. I regret that forever. You are so kind. Yeah, I try my best, I try to be the best person I can be, Carly. All right, y'all, take it easy. So if you like this video, share it, subscribe, leave your comments, concerns below, all that good stuff. Why do women, and I do mean all women, love to play that game? Peace out.